The imperial family and the Ming family had a close relationship, often intermarrying. Talents from the Ming family emerged endlessly. Whenever people thought that the Ming family's strength was depleted and its future uncertain, a new prodigy would rise to carry on the family's legacy, ensuring it continued its immortal legend. Thus, there were rumors that the Ming family had linked their fate with the Great Xia dynasty. As long as the Great Xia existed, so too would the Ming family. Actually, not quite that dramatic. Meng Jingzhu laughed heartily and modestly said, I didn't expect you to guess that I am the prodigy who appeared out of nowhere from the Ming family. No, we don't think you're a genius. Liu Yang was being honest. If unorthodox Meng Jingzhu were to carry on the family's legacy, it would mark the end of its immortal legend. Speaking of geniuses, his own future as the leader of Taoist sect would be more deserving of that title. The two men praised themselves and belittled each other, completely forgetting about the even more prodigious figure beside them, cultivated leaf of peach blossom immortal body, who was far more talented than a single-rooted cultivator or sword spirit. Fortunately, they did not dwell on this for long. A mighty primordial aura spread from downstairs, shaking the entire 100-fragrance pavilion. If it weren't for the pavilion's sturdy construction, that aura alone could have collapsed an entire building. Liu Yang and his companions felt as if their heads had been struck by a heavy hammer. Their minds went blank, and they felt as if a giant hand was squeezing their internal organs into a tight ball. It was excruciating. Those with higher cultivation levels, such as the golden core stage, fared slightly better but not much. Is someone breaking through to the inner core stage? An inner core senior sister was unaffected, giving a small gasp, and then realizing that this aura had a hint of primordial wildness. The meals at the 100-fragrance pavilion were more than just delicious. A single dish could increase cultivation or make one's Dao technique cycle faster. If one could optimize food combinations to enhance their effects, it would be even better. I've heard about breaking through a major realm in one meal here, but I thought it was just a rumor. Today, I see that it's true. Who knows which junior brother or sister is so lucky as to break through here? For most cultivators, the process of breaking through required seclusion and quietude. The 100-fragrance pavilion was bustling with people and chaotic thoughts, making it unsuitable for such a breakthrough. Breaking through in this environment proved just how much the meals at the 100-fragrance pavilion could enhance one's cultivation. The waiter gently pressed his hand, and the inner core pressure vanished. Everyone took deep breaths before looking at him in surprise. In their eyes, he was only at the golden core stage, yet his casual display had surpassed that level. The waiter's true cultivation was a facade. Someone whispered to a companion, I heard from an elder that 1,000 years ago when the 100-fragrance pavilion first opened, he was just a waiter. 1,000 years later, he is still a waiter, and his appearance hasn't changed. It was common for cultivators not to age, but those who remained unchanged for a millennium were rare. The waiter seemed not to hear the whispers and apologized with a frown. Sorry about that. It seems one of our guests got too excited during their breakthrough and forgot to contain their aura. Please forgive us. A golden core senior brother, still savoring the aura from his recent breakthrough, said excitedly, This aura exudes a hint of wildness, like an ancient dragon resurfacing. I'm sure it's one of our physical cultivation seniors breaking through. Let's all try to sense this aura and see if it can help strengthen our bodies. Absolutely, this is a divine opportunity for us. We should seize it. As the 5 golden core cultivators meditated together, the scene was rare. Their sensitivity to such opportunities impressed Liu Yang. Do you want to try sensing it as well? Peach Blossom Leaf suggested. Liu Yang was surprised. Can you sense the ancient dragon aura that the seniors mentioned? Let's give it a try. Just as Liu Yang and his companions considered whether they should meditate, a sound of hurried footsteps came from the stairs. A wild boar with a green face and sharp tusks appeared, its eyes filled with panic and fury, creating an intense sense of danger. Such a ferocious and terrifying beast, its cultivation surpassed most present. Moreover, this wild boar's aura was unstable, as if it had just broken through. The waiter frowned. A small vortex rose in his hand as he considered whether to intervene. Just when he was about to act, a blade flashed, slicing through the air with a sharp and intense aura. The wild boar's head and body separated, its head rolling far away until it landed at Liu Yang's feet. The pig's eyes stared at Liu Yang in death. Despite the bloody scene, no blood spilled. The extreme heat from the blade instantly cooked the severed head, filling the air with the aroma of roasted meat. Then the wielder of the blade appeared, a common chef wearing a tall hat and special work apron, holding a butcher knife. His face was covered in stubble, and his smile seemed to be that of a bandit about to rob someone. I apologize for scaring everyone. I was just going to slaughter this dragon-descended wild boar. Perhaps my killing aura was too intense, causing the beast to sense life and death. Seizing this opportunity, it activated its ancient dragon blood and broke through to the inner core stage. This is our mistake. We'll be more careful next time. Please forgive us. The chef's face contorted into a sinister grin as he sincerely apologized. Even if they didn't want to forgive him, they had to. The chef picked up Peach Blossom Leaf's head and dragged it back onto the body, and the pressure dissipated. The 5 Golden Core seniors felt awkward. Meditating wasn't an option, nor was not meditating. One of them slammed the table. Damn it, let's add a bowl of pig-killing stew using that same wild boar. Inner core pork was outrageously expensive, let alone one with ancient dragon blood. This bowl of pig-killing stew would be so good they'd have to slap themselves awake after eating. They had to eat it. Today, they were willing to risk their minds and souls. If they didn't eat this inner core wild boar, their resolve would waver, and the resentment might cause them serious internal injuries. The waiter draped a towel over his shoulder and called out loudly, "All right, 5 guests, add another bowl of pig-killing stew."